I'm kind of thinking about a few things. One is the Kurd pullout in northern Syria, leaving the Kurds exposed. In fact, it seems that we're pulling out for the specific purpose that the Turks can come in and demolish the Kurds.
It's an interesting comment about us that every time there is a chance to let the Kurds be slaughtered,
we do it.
You know, we're like, does anybody want us to leave this area? Is there anybody that wants to kill the Kurds? Killing the Kurds, going once, going Syria, Turkey, all right? Anybody
Sold to the Turks.
Anybody
this
else?
time.
Right.
Because think about this. You go back to the mid-'80s when Saddam Hussein gassed the Kurds and killed 8,000 to 15,000 people, and we did nothing. Well, I'm sorry. We took part in 17 UN resolutions, and we threatened to write an 18th if they did it again.
I remember it. Now, Pat, you do know that these are not the same Kurds.
Yeah, well, they're Syrian Kurds.
The Syrian Kurds are Marxist communists.
Yes.
Yeah. And now they've been helping us because we buy into this stupid, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And it's not only they've been helping us, they actually fought the war.
Yeah.
You know, Trump says, well, we gave them all kinds of money and equipment. Well, yeah, because they fought our war.
Right, so we didn't have to get our guys killed.
Right.
Right. I mean, they were pretty damn good allies in this thing.
They were.
And as far as getting rid of ISIS,
in Iraq,
big part of it.
Yeah.
So now Turkey is going to come in and kill all the Kurds and likely many Christians as well. I shouldn't say that. What did they say? They were going to relocate them? Isn't that what it was? They're going to
repopulate. They're going to repopulate the region.
Yes, they're going to
What does that mean? So they're going to get rid of the current population.
We're going to repopulate
it. Introduce
a new population
group.
Look, that is... I mean, it's been done before in history. Hitler did it. Stalin did it in Ukraine.
Mao did quite a bit of that.
Right. You get that those people go off to like a summer camp or a camp.
It's not always, it could go any season. You don't want to specify necessarily summer, but it's a camp.
Right. Those people just go away and nobody asks about what happens to them. And then new population comes in and takes their shoes
because we don't want
and their houses.
Don't pester in their personal lives. What their choices are of where they wind up going is none of your business.
Right.
Don't ask about them.
It's just a happier place.
It's better.
It's a better
that's
place.
What you need to know. Maybe it's an eternal place. A place where they can live forever. You know?
And the end of tears.
Yes,
the end of tears. Let me ask you this, Pat, because I'm with you. I hate this policy. I hate this policy because we always abandon the Kurds.
Yeah, we did it 3 times in Iraq.
Right.
Maybe 4. We're doing it again here to the Syrian Kurds. What does it take?
I don't know.
More than Kurds, we know that.
Right.
More than Kurds.
If we could just get some way in there, we would be all right. Now, here's the thing. We know that Turkey likes to murder people. They don't mind a good genocide from time to time.
Now, why are you saying that? I mean, that's a wild statement.
Only because they've done it. Okay. So they're going to go in and they're going to move the Christians and the Kurds. Translation, genocide.
Unless they're sending in moving vans, who knows? Maybe they show up with Turkish U-Hauls and they will move the Turks to a nicer place.
You know what?
Is that possible?
You know what? The Germans did take all of those children in ambulances to a better place. To a better place. Right.
To me, it's shameful. And, President Trump said he spoke to everybody. Did anybody ever say, yeah, we should withdraw right now?
Well, that's the thing.
I can't imagine it.
I kind of feel like a policy like this comes down the same way Donald Trump references putting alligators in moats, which is I ran on this. I've asked for it 1 million times. Every time I ask for it, you guys say I can't do it. Now you've been saying that for so long. Screw it. Just do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's how these things come down. Now, remember.
But that fits into what George Bush told me. Remember George Bush in the Oval Office? He said, look, the next guy and the guy after that, they're all going to see that they have no real options because they're going to get the same advice that I'm getting.
Yeah, the same information.
Same information.
Advice.
Right.
So he's one of these guys who says, screw it, let's just do it. And I think he does that. Again, you don't issue military orders on Twitter. That's not how it occurs, which is why last time he tweeted about this, nothing happened. right? Mattis left, but they didn't do the actual pullout that he said he was going to do. So until they actually do this, should we even react to it? I mean, last time they said this, they said they were going to do this, they didn't even do it.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of there could be a part of this that's Trump saying, look, I'm sick of waiting. I've been saying I want this done. I've got a year before I'm up for re-election. I promise to get this done. If for some reason he does lose, who knows what the next person does? I want this over with before I leave. If I happen to lose. And here's the situation. Get it done or I'm going to pull them all out. And this is his way of motivating people to figure out some other way of doing it. Last time it didn't work.
This is the way the restoring honor happened. This is the way restoring courage happened in Israel.
You've got your Trumpian aspects.
We've
definitely all noticed.
Because what I do is when everybody says no, I just go on the air and say, we're doing this. And they're like, oh, crap.
Let's work out a way.
Then they have to find a way. And I do think that is
it's just really
part of this.
Bad timing.
No, it is.
Because I want the
can
troops
we have another conversation?
home as well.
Right. Can we have another conversation? You're the president of the United States. And you truly believe that, because I think you do and I do. I don't know about Stu. He's still a little bit of a neocon. But
I've never even been accused of that one.
You don't spend enough time on Twitter. So here's the thing. If I believe, you believe, the president believes, we've got to change our policies. We've got to stop getting entangled in everybody else's war.
Yeah.
And we can't plant democracy in places where they don't understand it, nor do they want it. And we're not the world's policemen. Well, we got ourselves roped into this one, so we're there. Well, yes, we are. But maybe it's time to come home. Well, if we pull out, it'll cause a vacuum. Yes, it will. It will. But when can we pull out?
How do you get there from here?
Right. And so I think that the advice around the president is most likely, you can't, Mr. President, you can't because of this and this and this. Well, okay, I'm just telling you, I'm going to pull out at some point. Give me away. Give me away. Nobody gives me away. Well, okay, guys, I asked you 6 months ago. I asked for some plans. It's your job at the Pentagon to come up with some plans to get us out of there. I'm telling you, get us out of there. Yes, but Mr. President, the State Department and the Pentagon, they both think that this is, I don't care. I'm the president. Give me a plan. And when they don't give him a plan, that's when he goes on Twitter. Fine. We're out. We're out.
I'm going to force the issue. Yeah,
right.
I think that's probably what happened.
And look, he's
and tell me what we
right. I mean,
right.
This is part
but
of.
Tell
his
me
gig.
what we do. Do we fight their war? Do we fight another war? Do we get into a fight with Turkey?
No, but Turkey doesn't want to fight with us either. So you take a stand and you say, no, we're not doing that.
And what you're committing to here, right, is this is happening.
You're committing to we're going to get out of your way and you do what you will to the Kurds.
Trump tweeted about how he would seemingly put sanctions on Turkey if they did something bad, right? Like he would go to that route. I mean, that's probably our fallback, right? If they do something that the president doesn't like, he's going to come after their economy
really well.
Well, so they've done some damage in Iran. They've done so. They're not completely ineffective. But I mean, I think what you're saying here is like you just want to tell the Kurds, look, we're leaving. If you want to leave too, probably a good time. But if you want to stay, you're fighting your own battle. That's essentially what's happening here, right?